Hello, welcome, or welcome back to Heretic Owl Tarot. My name is Liz. I will be guiding you on this journey today. I haven't even actually chosen a deck. I just, the energy was available for me to make this little intro. I'm like, am I going to be an intro girly? Yeah, for the time being. At least for this series of readings, there is going to be an intro. I want to set intentions at the beginning, or at least share with you my intention that I always have for every single reading that I do, whether it's on YouTube or one-on-one personal readings. I am not psychic. I am not claiming to be. I do know these cards. And my intention is for the message to come through me, not from me. For your highest good, for my highest good. We're just two friends reading tarot together. So anyway, I do also try to share the meaning of each card because you have your own intuition, and obviously you're the person that's involved in your own life, right? So I share the meaning of each card so that you can discern, you can listen to your own guidance around each card for sorry, I closed my eyes and all of a sudden I got lost. I am naturally a blonde. I immediately heard blonde moment. Anyway, I closed my eyes and I got lost. Bro. Anyway, okay. So yeah, you have your own intuition. You're the one, right, that's involved in your own life. I want you to know the meanings of each card so that you can also receive your own message, right? Listen to yourself. The whole reason I even give tarot readings is for you to return to yourself, for you to listen to yourself, which is why I'm probably not telling you anything you don't know already, right? I'm more than likely confirming or affirming things for you. No doubt your intuition is see, told you. But also, I do think that is important. I think that's an important part because once you know for sure, right? Once you have that confirmation, it's that you can free up the energy for what's next. You have confirmation. Now what? Right? Now what? So I haven't even really chosen a deck yet. Did I say that? This is a deck that I was thinking of in my mind's eye. Let's see if it even wants to do the reading or not. Do you want to do the tarot readings? Yeah, okay. That was the Ace of Cups. I do that for every reading too. Consent over here. Is there anything else that I wanted to say? If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would absolutely love it if you did, because honestly, community is becoming a big thing for me in what's next for me. So let's get on to the reading. Great. So this is the reading for the 3/6 human design profile, the martyr role model. If you don't know, that is way too many. If you don't know what your human design profile is, there's a link in the description for you to get your human design body graph, and your profile will be listed on there. Okay, dang. We have the Eight of Wands, the High Priestess. I kind of want one more card. These cards are so cold too. Is it that cold in here? Anyway, so you don't need to know a ton about human design in order for these messages to resonate. My intention is really just to offer an additional avenue or channel to receive a message, because not every 3/6 is a Pisces or a Leo, you know? So definitely be sure to check out your zodiac sign readings because those are all up. And I love this. We have the Eight of Wands, the High Priestess, the Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck, Two of Cups, Seven of Cups, Temperance, Three of Cups. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Everybody in there? Okay. I don't think the glare is that bad. So we start with the Eight of Wands. Wands have to do with the actions that we take, the motivation behind the actions that we take, creativity, passion. How are we communicating those things? What actions are we taking towards those things? I also see wands as being information by way of experience, because that's what we get by trying things. We figure out what works. We figure out what doesn't work. What do we like? What don't we like? Which is also like very third line coded because, like that third line, like you have to try it. Right? Like it's like if somebody tells you the pot is hot, you're like, okay. Like your idea of hot and my idea of hot might be two completely different things. You touch it and you're like, oh yeah, that's hot. Right? But like now you know what is hot, right? Like, so, and then you can then tell people who come up to try to grab the pot, like, oh no, that shit's hot. It's this kind of hot, right? Like, it just as an example. I know it's probably like a dumb example, but you get what I mean, right? Like you have to try it. The third line is all about trial and error. You have to figure out the things that don't work because that's how you discover the things that do. And truly, the only way to figure those things out is by trying, by doing, by experiencing. And the Eight of Wands is fast moving. It could be communication coming in. It could just be something that you want to put a ton of energy into, just like that. The inspiration happens. Either way, we have these 8 wands that are all traveling through the air pretty much too, which is interesting, like at the same speed. I don't even know why that is even coming through because, right? Like they're all pretty much level with each other. All of a sudden too, I'm getting this feeling that they're traveling they're traveling off the card this way versus this way, which is interesting. Like the right side of the card is the future. The left side of the card is the past. So there could be something from the past coming back around that now you feel you have the energy to put into it, or you have just different information, different experience now that you can put towards or take action towards that thing. Maybe there is something that you want to share too, like a conversation that you want to have, because the High Priestess, immediately when I saw this High Priestess in this reading, I heard secrets in my head. And I mean, the High Priestess does kind of deal in the realm of quote unquote secrets. I don't think that they're bad. I think that they're just, it's like discovering things either really about yourself. Because for me, the High Priestess is when we lock in with our star player, whatever that is for you. For me, it's my higher self. It's literally me. It could be God, source, divine, spirit. If you believe in a higher power. If you don't, then it would be locking in with your intuition, because we all have it. And again, right? I mean, your star player, you're number 1. So, and it's a number 2. So we start with the Fool. We go to, the Magician. The Fool is that leap of faith. It's that decision to go after something. The Magician is recognizing that you have everything that you need in order to manifest, to achieve, to do the thing. And the High Priestess would be, again, locking in on yourself. What is it that you do want to create? I always kind of see this scroll that they're holding as being kind of like the book of our lives, or if there is such a thing, right? But it's just like the representation of that, which to me feels like fate, or like discovering, or even honoring what you feel you are here to do, here to experience. And even like I said, that I was hearing the word secret. Truly, I mean, like, you could be discovering or have already discovered something about yourself, just like an intuition that you've always had, a vision that you've always had, just something that's kind of been whispering in there. Because too, like I said, right, it feels like these wands are flying off the left side of the card to me as I look at it. And this card has come out a few times. This is the first time that I'm even like feeling it that way. But either way, though, even if they were going in this other direction, they're still coming from the past. Haven't quite made it to the right side of the card yet. There could be a healing aspect to this too. Like, if there is a secret that is uncovered, maybe it does have to do with somebody else. None of these cards have another person on them anyway. And that doesn't necessarily mean that other people aren't involved, right? But it's more so if you did receive information, communication, whatever from somebody else, then it's almost like, the timing of it is perfect, regardless of how it kind of sits with you, right? But there is this element of healing here, because we have the Ace of Cups. Aces are brand new. The cup is overflowing. Cups have to do with our emotions, heart chakra, our relationship to love. How do we give it? But more importantly, how do we receive it? How do we fill our own cup? It's also too, like, with the cup overflowing, it's having the emotional capacity then to share it with somebody else. Because you're not depleted. You're not pouring from a literal empty cup. So whatever this thing is, I mean, even, again, like if you are like just really kind of following your passions, getting creative, trying things, right? Like, I was going to say, stick your hand in the cookie jar. And like, I stopped myself, because I don't know where I got that from, but I attribute sticking your hand in the cookie jar to getting your hands dirty, or like trying things. I don't know. I'm a Taurus like sun, so maybe that's why I attribute that, to food, because, everybody equates Taurus to food. And for a while I was kind of like, really? But then I started to notice that I usually gift my friends food, and some of the like analogies or metaphors that I have are food related too, and I'm like, oh, okay. So anyway, truly, like that's what I equate, like, like taking action towards something. I'm not equating cookies to being dirty either. So no, nothing like that. But that's just in my head. Like that's, for whatever reason, that's the analogy that I put on it. Like somebody probably said one time, get your hands dirty. And I was like, oh, like sticking your hands in a cookie jar. I don't know. Okay. So anyway, whatever it is though, right? Like whatever this combo is, it does create this new sense of like renewal. It does actually fill your cup. It does make you feel good, like having a new lease on life, even too, like having something for you to be able to pour your love, your compassion, your empathy, whatever into, or even like expressing that in a way that is in alignment with you. Queen of Cups, again, like I said, with the healing thing. Queens for me are the Two of Cups, Seven of Cups. Queens for me are when we embody the energy of the suit ourselves. We recognize the energy, we learn to work with it, we give it to ourselves, right? Like all in the process of mastering it so that then we move on to the king. And that's when, we share that with other people. We're more of an authority. Also, I love that she's looking to the past, right? Which is actually kind of funny because, like I said, with this Eight of Wands, right, it looks like it's either flying towards the past or very, like the emphasis is on the past. So again, this opportunity to heal something from the past. And it can happen, like you can have an aha moment really fucking quickly. That's so totally possible. There's been a few times where just boom, something just clicks. It makes sense in myself, for like my own healing, and it's cleared out. It's leveled, like I understand it. I accept it. I let go of it. So I love that she's even looking towards, the left side of the card. It could even be too, like waiting for, watching this energy come in, something that you have been waiting for, something that you have just been putting energy, like emotional energy into. She is also holding the Ace of Cups there, drinking from it, the Two of Cups. Remember when I said something about, if it has to do with other people? We have one card out here now that has another person on it, and it's sitting on top of the High Priestess. The Two of Cups is about connections. It can, of course, be romantic. It can also be business. It could be, platonic friendships. It can also even be with yourself. But both parties would have their own Ace of Cups, right? Like they both show up with their own Ace of Cups. There's an equal exchange of energy here, right? Like it's like neither party needs their cup poured into. Both parties are capable and they know how to fill their own cup. So again, like I was saying with the Ace of Cups, I think I did anyway, it's overflowing to the point of having a capacity to be able to share that with another person or with other people. And that's what this is. Again, I mean, it could be making the perfect connection. And again, it would feel to me like very fated. Not no damn twin flame. Like I don't believe in that shit, but whatever it is though, it's almost like, it opens opportunities. This could be the person that there is healing with too. And maybe they've also been doing their own work. They've also had, some breakthrough, some aha moments. And you're both, coming here to share that with each other. The Seven of Cups is about, like I said, options. It's also considering many different things. Like this is kind of the Marie Kondo. There's something different in each one of these cups. And to me, in this specific Seven of Cups, it feels very organized, right? Like everything has its place here, right? Everything has its own individual cup. And even just being on display that way, so you can like objectively or otherwise, right? Like, look, I don't know why objectively came out of my mouth, but here we are. So that you can consider each one of these cups and prioritize the things that make you feel good. Maybe too, just different aspects of your life you're going to start paying more attention to. Maybe putting a little bit more energy into individually though. Because again, like each thing has its own cup. So it's like going through each thing individually, giving it enough time and attention and emotional love, even filling each cup, prioritizing. I don't know if I said that already. There's a dragon here, there's a castle here, there's a girl there. This looks like fruit and diamonds there, which kind of feels like abundance, maybe. This looks like a snake, a wreath, and a mask. It could even just be that, opportunities do like present themselves. But I don't know. It really feels like getting your ducks in a row type of thing. But you have the emotional capacity to do that, whereas maybe, in the recent past, however long ago, you have felt kind of drained. Like these things just felt more like a burden, or maybe they kind of fell to the wayside. But now, because of the events over here, again, cup is overflowing. You have the energy to organize and focus on these things individually. Like, don't necessarily overwhelm yourself either. Make sure that, you're checking back on your cup to make sure that it's still full. We have Temperance then at the bottom, Sagittarius. The High Priestess is Cancer or Pisces, depending on who you ask. But she is generally ruled by the moon. And even look at this Temperance card. They have these two cups here that they are exchanging liquid between. The Temperance card talks about alchemy, blending together energy, also patience, because that shit takes time to find the perfect formula, and you figure that out by trying. You figure that out by having conversations, by trying things, by honoring your own intuition, right? Locking in. By, even exchanging cups here. Organizing these cups over here, making sure that your cup is full. And it's to like the importance of those steps. Like I always talk about tempering chocolate when Temperance comes out, because there are certain steps that you have to go through to temper chocolate correctly, and if you skip those steps or try to rush through those steps, you could ruin the chocolate. See, there I go with my food with my food things again. But you would literally have to start all over again. Like there's no saving it. So, right, so that's kind of where the patience aspect, also again, honoring the process, honoring yourself, collecting data, collecting information, getting your hands dirty, quote unquote. Okay. All right. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for allowing me to read your cards. I will talk to you soon. Bye.